Hey guys, it's Jess from Madden Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble a paper flower corsage that is perfect for Mother's Day or birthdays or even weddings. First, you'll need to start by cutting out all of the pieces of the paper flowers using your cutting machine. The cut file that I am using in this video can be found in the blog post that's linked in the description below. Particular project requires you to layer several pieces of paper on top of each other in order to create a sort of realistic layered look for the corsage. Right here I'm showing you the order that you will be layering these pieces one on top of the other. They don't line up perfectly, I'm just showing you in what order to stack them. You'll see how all the pieces line up when we actually get to gluing the corsage together. To glue the pieces of this paper corsage together, I recommend you use a glue gun with a precision tip and a low temperature glue. You can use a high temperature glue. You just have to be careful not to burn your fingers, but I really recommend a precision tip glue gun because they are such small, intricate pieces of the design. You can see right here the precision tip on my glue gun making sure those very fine details at the edges of the corsage are properly glued together. Continue stacking the different pieces in the correct order. I initially started putting glue all over the layer and then trying to work quickly enough to line everything up. I eventually figured out that it was easier to glue the center of the papers together and then to work around the edges after I had the pieces aligned properly. Otherwise, my low temperature glue ended up setting up before I got the pieces stuck together. Once you have the base pieces all layered, you can get to creating the three-dimensional flower that sits in the center of the corsage. Here you want to have it's called a bone folder. You can also use a butter knife as long as it doesn't have any serration on it. And you just run the edge of each petal over the bone folder or over that knife so that each petal has a little bit of a natural curve to it. Just be gentle when you are curving your petals. I actually ripped one of my paper flower petals apart because I was working a little too quickly. You can still fix it if you accidentally rip it, but it's better not to rip it in the first place. Assemble the flower by stacking the different pieces one on top of the other with the petals curving upward, curving toward you. I find that the flower looks best if you overlap the petals so that they're not lined up perfectly. If you look at a flower in nature, the petals aren't going to be perfectly lined up, and so to make it look a little bit more natural, you can kind of stagger the petals as you are layering them. The last piece is the stamens. I found that it was best to kind of curve it into a cone with my fingers and then very gently to roll that cone in between my thumb and my forefinger to make the stamens stand up from the base. And then add a little dollop of hot glue at the base and place it right in the center of the flower. You can choose to use this paper flower corsage in one of two ways. You can attach the green underside of the corsage to a piece of elastic and use it as a wrist corsage. What I ended up doing was taking a small pin back and hot gluing that to the back of the corsage so it could be worn on the lapel, like a lapel corsage. Either way would be very beautiful, and you don't have to worry about it dying off before the end of the day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Visit me on my blog, maddencrafts.com, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!